sacrificing and caring, healing, and protecting. So the number 6 is considered to be like the mother energy of all the numbers in numerology. So the reason why I picked the 19th to do an energy forecast is because we have some major planetary alignments that are affecting the collective as a whole. So first of all, Mercury goes direct, so that's a pretty big deal. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the fact that when Mercury goes into retrograde, it's like really hard to communicate, and it like brings up a lot of things, like secrets, especially in Scorpio. So it's just really fascinating how that works. So I did pull some cards for each planetary alignment, and I meditated on it as well before I wrote all this stuff down. So for Mercury in direct, this transit is bringing clarity, focusing on intimate relationships, communication with spirit guides, ability to listen to intuition and take inspired action on that, courage to tell someone how you feel, and sharing hidden feelings and emotions. So this Mercury in retrograde is really going to, so when it was, this Mercury in direct is going to, so when it was in retrograde, we were doing a lot of self-reflection and things that we think we should say or communicate or how to communicate. But now that it's going direct, it's like, okay, like now it's time to take action on those things. And like specifically what came up in the readings that I did for this transit was the Lover's card came out. Yeah, it was just a Lover's card. So it was all about like communicating within relationships. And it was a really positive card. So I'm going to pull some angel guidance for the Mercury direct, which is today, between today and tomorrow. And it will stay direct until February of 2020. It's an 88-day cycle. And then it will go retrograde for another 21 days. So, Spirit, do you have any advice? All right. Okay, so we got the Justice card. So this is fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor, don't give up. So there will be communication in regards to legal matters as well. I'm hearing like for some people like custody agreements or like divorces or marriages. But there will be like some form of like balancing in the scales for that. Okay, so Mars enters Scorpio today. So this transit will bring deep insight and, sorry, I can't even read my own handwriting. During this transit, deep insight will be brought forward to the need to emotionally withdraw or go within and find truth. Third eye awakenings, which the third eye represents insight and intuition. So third eye awakenings, which will also reveal where we need to release specific people, situations, jobs, and energies. So for Mars and Scorpio, that will be, what came out was the third eye card with the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from certain things that aren't serving you, because as a collective, we are leveling up. Like we have shifted timelines. There was a timeline shift in June, I think it was like June 23rd. Then we had all the eclipses that happened in July and August, the Lionsgate 8-8 portal, the 11-11 portal, then all the full moon energies, plus some other major transits that I'm going to be getting into in a little bit. But so in regards to the timeline shift, it will look different for everybody. It always starts within. So with a third eye awakening, it can feel like a loss of identity because the ego mind automatically wants to hold on to old ideas and beliefs because it's afraid of it's like, who am I without this? Like, who am I without this belief system? If I'm not this, then who am I? And it's like we're remembering who we are, like in the truth is that we are souls of divine love having a human experience, and anything of fear base is an illusion. That is the ultimate truth. So as we're leveling up in this process, there will be people that won't ascend with you in regards to that. Like, they have a different journey, a different path. It's time to detach from those things. There will be jobs, thought forms, and belief systems that don't serve you anymore. And the more that people try and hold on to those things, the more that they suffer. And I definitely do those things on the daily basis. You know, there are certain things that come up for me, and I have to meditate a lot on those things and pray about them and talk to my higher self. And it's just constant work and alchemy and reframing that. These cards are really jumpy. Can we just have one spirit for the for the Mars enters Scorpio? Okay, so we got the 5 of Michael. And this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking more uplifting approach. So that's what I was just saying. Yeah, like the things that don't serve you anymore, release them, because you're receiving the insight in regards to it. It's just a matter of like taking the action and doing it. Okay, so this is a huge deal, and I was so fascinated by this, by these transits. That was actually one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to wait until the live tonight on Facebook to talk about it, but Spirit really wanted me to make this video, so that's what I'm doing. So Venus and Jupiter join forces on, let's see, on 11/24. Yeah, so between like now and 11/24. Yeah, so during this transit, so Venus and Jupiter will be crossing the galactic center together, and Jupiter only conjoins the galactic center once every 12 years. So this is huge. So Jupiter is the teacher of the gods, representing initiations, development of abilities, revelations, abundance. Venus rules over love, money, relationships, and sexuality. During this transit, we will receive all we have worked for we have completed cycles in our lives. And this goes hand in hand with the Mars and Scorpio thing, because it's like, we have completed those cycles, and if there's anything left over, like any energies or situations, like we're being forced to release them. It's like gonna happen either way, so it's just easier not to resist it. So yeah, during this transit, we will receive all that we have worked so hard for. We have completed cycles in our lives. Now it's time to rest, rejuvenate, receive all we have put out into the universe. So all the seeds that we've been planting, and I'm hearing since June, since the beginning of that timeline shift. So all the things that we've been trying to manifest, or that we've been putting energy into, but we haven't maybe quite seen like the physical manifestations of it. This energy is bringing that in, and now we won't have to work so hard for it. It's just going to come because we built up that momentum in regards to that, which is so cool. Yeah, I'm just amazed by it. It's like very feminine, like flowy energy. Actually, it's like, because we've already created that momentum with the flow. And then these are two, Venus and Jupiter are very abundant energies, so it's just all about receiving. Yeah, so then Jupiter conjoins the galactic center. This happens once every 12 years, which I heard what I was like hearing during meditating on this was that it's like it's union. So it's union within the masculine and feminine energies. There will be a lot of unions in regards to twin flame and soulmate relationships. Yeah. The final release of energies that no longer serve us. Upgrades, physical manifestations of all the seeds we planted. I also have rainbow light DNA activations. So like there might be symptoms, like actual physical symptoms of this stuff, like solar activity and all that. So it might be like you might feel like your body's vibrating a little bit, or like headaches and maybe dizziness a little bit. And it's like, I think Tesla said, like, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy and vibration, or something, or frequencies and vibration, or something like that. But it's like, think of it like that, because everything is energy, and consciousness is always changing. And as we're shifting and upgrading our consciousness and awakening and remembering who we are and why we're here, we're like purging out all the energies and things that we were born into from our ancestral line and everything else. So yeah, so the DNA activations, that's about like activating your memory, and because like certain things are being purged, there might be some physical symptoms. So I would definitely encourage people to drink a lot of water and rest and just receive that healing energy. So also for this conjunction, seeing the shadows for what it is, no longer attached to negative belief systems, thought forms, linked into fear, guilt, and shame. So that would be what I call the 3D matrix system, the old patriarch system that we're growing out of, and we're moving into like a more balanced state. Also, the Mayan calendar ended in 2012, which ended a specific era of time, and we entered a new era of time. And how we were measuring time isn't like as effective as it was, because the energies are changing. So we're like moving through like third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimensional energies, like heart-centered consciousness, and growing through love and compassion and joy versus suffering and challenge and fear. I'm going to pull some angel guidance for that. Okay, Spirit, can we please have some guidance for this, the Venus and Jupiter crossing the galactic center together. The galactic center is in the middle of the Milky Way. It's like the center of the universe, or our perception of what the center of this universe is. I'm going to get more into detail in regards to this tonight when I go live on Facebook. Okay. That's a lot, but okay. Okay, so we got the Ace of Michael, which is the Ace of Swords. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So that kind of like ties in the Mercury going direct and like cutting away those old energies that aren't serving you. The Queen of Ariel. I feel like this is the Queen of Cups. I'm not 100% sure though. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise. So definitely take care of yourself. Rest if you need to. Eat if you need to. Sleep if you need to. Do whatever your heart desires. And we got the King of Ariel. That's kind of cool. So that's cool, because I was just saying, wow, that's fascinating. Yeah, so I was just saying the union too, and then we got the Queen and the King of the same suit. So that's really neat. So the King of Ariel says, your plans are working out well, professional and financial success. So this is like union of like spirit and matter, masculine, feminine, dark and light. It's amazing. And then we also have another king. We got the King of Michael, which is the King of Swords. And that's wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So, yeah. So this is like all about us communicating our truth, sharing our truth. Hence the reason why Spirit guided me to do this video with it facing me, which is super uncomfortable. I would rather just do a video like, you know, having it face that way and not showing my face and all those things, but being guided to get out of my comfort zone and share my light, and you know, we're all just working through the same energies together as a collective, or we're all doing this together. Okay. Oh yeah, and also for that, for the Jupiter conjoins the galactic center, I got changes in finances and family. Prayers are being answered. So then we have a new moon in Sagittarius. That is on November 26th. And what I received for that was celebrate your new beginning. Yeah, celebrate your new beginning, the completion of a karmic cycle. So there's a huge karmic cycle that ended. Dreams play. So dream, play, imagine the life you've always wanted to know that's already yours. Like, use the law of attraction with that. And then we also have Neptune stations in Pisces. So spiritual development. So Neptune stations in Pisces, and that's a 5-year transit. So that's all about spiritual development. Emotional body will mature. So healing of the emotional body. Develop adaptability, ability to unconditionally love without attachment. So we're learning to love unconditionally without attaching on to people or situations or outcomes, expectations, that sort of thing. Trust in your divine self, your purpose, and your path, flowing with the love and compassion and joy. So that was pretty amazing. So I'm gonna pull one last card, and then I also actually, before I close this out, I wanted to talk about the 12 chakra system that we're upgrading into. So we've been operating out of a 7 chakra system, and now we're operating or upgrading and leveling up into a 12 chakra system. So then I'll get into this a little more and do more videos on it, but just for like a little overview, the 8th chakra is located between the solar and the heart, and that's right here. And that amplifies divine manifestation, guided in expressing love, expressing self, the mediator between the heart and the solar plexus. The 9th chakra is between the heart and the throat. That's seeing, feeling, perceiving, multi-dimensional self and time travel. The 10th chakra is located in the back of the head, the dream well chakra, the imagination, dreams, visions, healing through memory, the visual field. The 11th and 12th is on each side, right on either side of the crown, and they represent the feminine and masculine, duality, marriage, spirit, and matter. There are some other ones, so like I said 12, but also there's a second solar plexus chakra that's like, looks like a clock, that's bigger. It could have to do with like Kundalini energy. And then also there's one in the back of the neck that is being activated for, so 12, possibly 14 chakras. But that's being activated for people that have a purpose in writing, speaking, like they're meant to teach or share through communication. But I will do more videos on that for sure. It's fascinating. Okay, so Isis, can we please have one card in regards to the collective, where they're at, what we're going through together in regards to this timeline shift. Okay. So Goddess of 10,000 names. If you have felt constrained by a role, name, or identity and are wishing for assistance in growing beyond it, or if you have sensed a new role or identity calling you into greater expression, and would love some divine help in that growth. This oracle indicates the help you need is already with you, urging your growth from within. So that also makes sense, because it's like the links to like the old identity, like the old thoughts of like who we are and what we're meant to do. But like with the third eye awakening, we're really seeing that we're not like who everyone told us we were, and that we're divine, limitless beings. Like all possibilities are possible. That we can co-create with our divine self, and manifest what already is, what we know that we deserve, and we can help the planet together. So I love you all, and I hope to see you all tonight. So I'm going live at, I think I put 9/11. It's an angel number. Yeah, so 9/11 p.m. tonight. We're gonna get more into this stuff, and then I'm gonna pull cards for people that come on, or if they want a card, and they can just enter it into the chat. We'll do it like that and see how it goes. But I love you all so much. And also, if you want a private reading, you can send me an email at KaylaDivineChannel@gmail.com, or come see me at Bridge to Heaven Healing, located at the main mall. They're a lot. I think the only days I'm not there are Mondays and Wednesdays. Yeah, so you can make an appointment or call or email. But I love you all so much. Sending you so much love and light and healing. All right, peace and love. Namaste.